4:35. Hello, everybody. We are making crack chicken today. Now, my friend Tony made a special request for crack chicken, and then it turned out so good that I thought I would show you how I do it, which is super easy. It's super easy.
I'm waiting for the recipe, Kate, where you say, you know what, this is really hard, but it's worth it. Everything is like, this
exactly.
This is the easiest thing in the world.
This is really easy.
I know.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the recipe that says you must follow these directions exactly.
Right?
That's another thing that I should do. You must follow these instructions.
Exactly.
Exactly. And you must measure everything perfectly. No,
Perfectly.
It's not what we do here.
No.
Ain't gonna happen. The only time that I would do that is if I were making a cake. And even then you can fudge. You can screw around with it. So we're gonna start by turning it on so that it will get really hot, the pan. And we're going to cut up chicken breasts. Now, I think 2 is plenty for 4 people. I mean, it's more than enough. 1 will feed 2 people.
2 people.
Easily, if you're not teenage boys or something.
Or an 8-year-old growing like a weed.
Or your 8-year-old. So I generally cut them into large enough pieces so that I don't have to worry about it. So, you know, they're big. They'll cook more quickly than small pieces. Cut them into 3 or 4 pieces. And then salt and pepper. You're going to start with browning the chicken. That's really what it's about. Olive oil. And yeah, olive oil. I was going to say and butter, but I'll add a little butter later. But the olive oil is just fine. And we're going to put it in once it gets hot. It needs to get hot. Now,
did you take the skin off first or no?
These are boneless, skinless.
Oh, okay.
But I made them with skin, and it's very good.
Okay.
I
usually I get skinless.
I cut the bones out, which is really easy to do on breast of chicken. But I've done it with skins on, and it turns out just fine.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, you could do this with thighs if you wanted, right?
Oh, for sure. Thighs are the best. I just haven't found thighs on sale recently. That's the only reason I haven't. Oh, Bonnie! Hello, Bonnie! So good to see you. We are making, I just cut up chicken breast into large enough pieces. And now
The size of a thigh, right?
they could be, you could use bone-in thighs. You could use skinless thighs or boneless thighs. I'd say whatever is on sale.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. And I'm going to put this in. Now, you do not have to cook these all the way through. We'll come back to those, and I'm going to wash my hands.
I wonder how many gallons of olive oil you go through, Kate.
I use a lot of olive oil.
I do use a lot of olive oil. I don't know about gallon, but I just recently bought this from Costco, and I keep putting it into this because I can, and this will fit on a shelf, whereas this one has to be in a cupboard. But I think I go through one of these every 4 or 5 months. So it sounds like it's a lot, but it's really not. I mean, yeah. I use a lot of olive oil. And browning that, I've cut up an onion, the cloves of garlic. Now I'm going to cut up the mushrooms. I've got a pound, maybe a pound and a half of mushrooms.
And I bought mine pre-sliced because ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm sorry.
I said I bought mine pre-sliced because ain't nobody got time for that.
Whatever floats your boat. You know, it's really important to be a pure person here. You know, if you wanted to, if you're getting a chopper to chop your onion,
Yes.
I can't be bothered, but onions don't bother me. What's his name?
Yeah. Hey, onions
Yeah,
just,
what's his name, Carrie? What's the chopper's name?
it's a pampered chef chopper.
A pampered chef.
No, I think Dina was being a little.
Right. Dina.
Carrie, I'm a professional onion chopper if you ever need help.
Okay, I am so susceptible. As soon as I just take the skin off the onion, like it's gush. I just can't hang.
Me
You
too.
know
That's
what?
why I'm freezing
Wear
out.
a mask and gloves.
Or do it outside. We were in Puerto Rico working at the central kitchen feeding the earthquake people and have the record of peeling and chopping 50 pounds of onions in 1 hour.
Wow.
In
Hey.
February.
Whoa, Bonnie.
50 pounds?
In
Yeah.
1 hour. Wow.
You are the
Guys.
expert.
Did you get a big trophy for that?
Julie and Julia, where Meryl Streep had a mound of onions, and her husband came home and then walked out the door.
But it was just a wonderful experience. I think back on that fondly.
I believe you.
It's just amazing to see Jose Andres's operation, how
Oh,
he did 50,000 meals a day.
Wow.
Wow.
he is incredible. And the combination of being a great chef and a great organizer. That's the amazing thing.
And he's just posted that he's going to be feeding voting lines across the country.
I saw that.
Isn't that wonderful?
Wow.
By the way, I have a little PSA from my doctor, the epidemiologist, cardiopulmonary, whatever. He says to make sure you get your flu shot as early as you can. And if you have not had both of the new pneumonias, the one and then you wait for a year for the other part, make sure that you do that, because what they're expecting, but hoping it doesn't happen, but he's been spot on the whole year, is a perfect storm where the flu comes in and it exacerbates exposure to the coronavirus, because they're both RNA viruses.
Okay.
So make sure you get your flu shot as early as you possibly can.
But
Yeah,
doesn't
they're
the
already
flu
out.
shot, doesn't the flu shot only last like 3 months?
No,
Not
no,
anymore?
there's a super flu shot out now that
Okay.
lasts for a year. So
Okay,
it
great.
takes you through the whole flu season.
Wow.
We'll
And
do
he
it.
sent me over to our primary to get the shot from his office.
Okay.
That's how he
So
said.
that's the high dosage that they recommend for older
Yeah.
you're talking about? Okay,
And
that's.
then for your age, Carrie, and your little one's 8 though, right?
Yeah, she's 8.
She can get a flu shot.
Yeah, no, we've been getting him since she was 4. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But just
We
make
got
sure
it.
you get them fast. Usually people wait till October, I know, but he says not.
And
So,
this
All right,
week.
Kate, I'm seeing you take the chicken out.
Now, this is either going to cook in the sauce or
Oh.
in the oven, one or the other. I'll tell you when it comes back. So,
did I ask you this question before? Because it's still a puzzle to me. What designates it as crack chicken?
okay, evidently.
No, I'm not being facetious, guys, because
No.
I've seen people refer to it before, and I don't know, it doesn't look any different from anything else.
It's evidently. I only know about this from Tony. You keep
Okay.
eating it, and that's what makes it crack.
Oh, okay.
You can't stop.
All right.
What's in this?
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Gotta be crack.
It's totally addictive.
It's totally addictive.
Okay, so Kate, you took the chicken out and you put the onions in.
And
Right.
I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil.
Okay.
And you're just going to cook that until the onion gets a little soft. There you go. Yeah, now you can use, it smells amazing, Dina says. That's onions and garlic. Hello, what's not to like?
Right.
Right?
Hi, Dina.
Of course, it's all over the stove, which is to be expected. Anyway, so we're getting that. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of butter because I can. And then garlic. Yeah, the onions are a little bit soft. They're soft. And then the mushrooms. Now this looks like it's too much, but it's definitely going to cook down. The mushrooms have to look, they will cook down. They'll look like, they'll be translucent. I realized that this is very similar to the mushroom stroganoff.
Yeah.
It's very similar, only I don't put sour cream in it.
Oh.
But you can. I mean, why not?
Well, but you added, you said cream or half and half, so you could add sour cream, right?
You could, why not? I mean, whatever floats your boat, or whatever you have.
Yeah.
But this is, yeah. And it's just gonna take a few minutes for it to cook down. It's already cooking down. You can see that the mushrooms and now I'm going to make half of this vegetarian and half of this chicken. Now, if I were making this vegetarian, all vegetarian, I would cook the chicken in a separate container. But my vegetarian roommate, Liz, doesn't care that I have chicken drippings in a pan.
Oh, she doesn't?
She doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't even count it.
Oh,
Okay, as
all
long
right.
as I have chunks of chicken, I guess.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. I mean, I would make it, when I made it for Mariana for her birthday, I made the chicken totally separate, took half of the sauce over the chicken,
Okay.
and the other half with the rice. So, and you can see, look, it's already cooked way down. Way down. And it smells delicious. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in. A little bit of flour. Actually, I would put the flour in before I do the wine, but I didn't, so oh well.
All right, quarter cup of flour.
Do the flour first.
Okay.
And then do the wine. But this is going to be nice and cooked anyway. I cooked down the flour for a couple of minutes. Look at how far it's gone down already. It's really down.
It smells terrible.
It smells terrible, Dana says. Not to like about this, you know? Okay. And now this is better than bouillon, vegetarian, vegetable base. I would use either the vegetable base or the chicken base, or you can just do a can of chicken stock. Either, any of those would be fine. And Herbes de Provence, a good healthy pinch.
Well, I don't have Herbes de Provence. What spices would you substitute?
You would do thyme, parsley, oregano. Italian seasoning would be fine too. Or rosemary, rosemary's in there. Or only one of them would be fine. What you're doing is putting herbs in. And whatever you have, obviously, I'm going to say it, it doesn't matter, whatever you have.
Now on the bottle it says spices and lavender. That's all it says.
Well, there is a little bit of lavender, but I have never really noticed it in Herbes de Provence, but whatever.
I think that's the only thing that makes it different from Italian.
Right,
Or
I think
Tuscan seasoning. Well, no, Tuscan seasoning has a little bit of red pepper, but just regular Italian seasoning. I think they're the same, except for the lavender, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And you can make up your own if you've got dried spices. People keep coming who visit me from France, keep bringing me Herbes de Provence. So I'm
Nice.
for the rest of my life. I just don't open them until I need them.
I ordered some on Amazon that came in a little, it was the cheapest set, and it came in a little like plastic bag, and I just, opened it, and I'll put it in something else, but it had the lavender in it.
So
Did you just add the cream?
For you.
You just added the cream?
cream.
Okay.
Here is the artichoke hearts. Let
Oh,
me tell you
yum.
about artichoke hearts. You can use the canned artichoke hearts, which are readily available. You can thaw out and drain the frozen stuff. That's great. Last night I thought I only had one can, and I wanted to do something with salmon and artichoke heart. So I thought, oh, well, I can't use it because I'm doing this today, but I have some in olive oil in the fridge. And I thought, why not try it? They were fabulous. They were really good. They tasted a little pickled. So whatever you want to use.
We get them from Costco.
Exactly. I got mine from Costco.
Yeah, they're good.
And then is now when you would throw in the spinach, or would you wait?
No, I'm going to bring this to a boil.
Okay.
Because it's got all kinds of cream and
How much more delicious can it get?
Like seriously?
it's hard to believe, but yeah.
I know. I mean, everything in this is delicious.
And it smells wonderful. A little bit of pepper. And then when it comes to a boil, which it's doing right now, you don't want it to come to a rolling boil.
Wait, did you say you do want it to come to a rolling boil, or you don't?
You don't.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Boursin. Now the Boursin is completely voluntary. I mean, you could leave it out if you wanted, but I just like it. And I'm going to break it up. Now it's coming to a boil. I'm just going to break it up on top like this. Of course, getting my hands all messy. Oh dear. There we go. There. Okay. I'm going to turn it down. Put the spinach on top like this. Clap a lid on like that and just leave it for about 5 minutes. That's going to make the spinach wilt. It'll wilt to practically nothing. I'm going to wash my hands.
Oh, that smells so good.
Oh, I think you're not smelling it, but you can almost smell it.
I'm a really good writer.
I believe that.
So Kate, is the heat off or is it just down low?
It's down really low.
Okay, good.
I'll probably turn it off in a minute.
Okay.
If you give it about 5 minutes. Now, at this point, you can do a number of things. Once that's set, you can do any number of things. Well, a couple of things. First, you can pour half of it over the chicken, or more than half, just the whole thing, over the chicken, and then bake it, then put it in the fridge until you're ready to eat it, and then bake it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Ta-da, you've got dinner, and it looks elegant, schwellegant, and all of that. Or you can put the chicken pieces back into the pan and simmer it like at a very low temperature for until the chicken is done. And the chicken is almost done. It's within about 5 to 7 minutes of being done if you've really browned them well, like I did. So you can do either one of those. What I'm going to do is pour half of that sauce over the chicken, and then we'll eat dinner in about, at about 6:30 after I fix the rice. And you've all seen me do rice. And so that's pretty much it. It looks and tastes like you've slaved over it for a long time, and you really haven't. It's one of those dishes that looks and used to be really complicated, and it's so not. I love it.
I have a silly question. Why is it called crack chicken?
Oh, you weren't here when I told people. It's called crack chicken because you keep eating it.
Oh,
You like it so much you can't stop eating it.
got it. Okay. I kept looking for the cracks in the recipe.
There wasn't any of it. The pepper. So you're stirring it up until the spinach wilts down and that cheese goes all the way through it.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, it is. It is. And I suppose I should taste it to see if there's enough salt in it. But you see, the spinach goes down to nothing. And by the time that it's in the oven, or by the time that the chicken, if you put the chicken back in here, it goes to practically nothing. It just looks like green stuff in the middle of the sauce. Now, that isn't part of the original recipe. It's just me not wanting to make a salad. You know? That's how I would cook it otherwise. So that, and I'm going to find a spoon to see if I can. Nope. That's damn fine.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Crack chicken. And I'm going to pour some of it over the top of the chicken in the baking dish. Like I said, you can just put the chicken back in if you're not saving half of it. This actually freezes. It actually freezes pretty well. So you could freeze it for another day if you wanted. There's Liz's vegetarian, and here is mine.
Love it.
And I will put it in the oven for like I said, for about 20 minutes until I check the chicken to make sure that the chicken was done.
Mhm.
And there you have it.
Wow.
Cracked chicken
Nice.
is the birthday dinner for a lot of people.
All right, and here is mine.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Yummy.
So we will definitely have some
Maybe-
excitement about that at the dinner table.
Probably baby girl will eat all of it.
Well, you know, she's iffy about mushrooms and artichoke hearts, but I can eat those. I have no problem with that. So
She's been known to eat around. I've watched her eat
Yeah.
around the mushrooms.
and I'm making rice her favorite. So if she's got rice and chicken, she's happy.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna do chicken. I'm gonna do rice for Dina and me. And there you have it. Cracked chicken.
Whoa. That's
Thank you
great.
so much.
That is great.
And
Bye-bye.
And next week, Carrie and I decided that we're going to do lemon meringue pie.
Oh, yum. That's
My-
my favorite.
My father's favorite. I made lemon meringue pie for every birthday for him for, I don't know, 20 years or something. It was always,
My favorite.
yeah.
So next week
I'm
I'll
going
tell you
to-
my lemon. Next week I'll tell you my
I'm
lemon
sorry.
story.
Oh, will you? Please.
I will.
You want to tell it?
That's up to you. I
You
don't
want to tell it
have
now?
time. So it was Thanksgiving, and I always take a key lime pie or a lemon meringue and a pumpkin to my cousins. So I made Martha Stewart's Mile High lemon meringue pie.
Mm.
Amazing, but the meringue was really mile high. So I couldn't get it browned. I put it back under the broiler and it was just burning the top and I couldn't get the sides browned. And so I said to Alton, "Dear, do you have a blowtorch?" And,
Yes.
but another reason was it was raining outside. So I must say in all of our years, I have never seen a happier look on his face. He went out to the garage, and because he used to be a telephone lineman, he comes back with this, it looked like a 50-gallon tank and a hose that could reach from here to Burbank. They were not lighting that in my kitchen. So we took it out into the rain, and he perfectly wound around the side of the lemon meringue pie. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
That's
I
great.
told that story at school. My mentee at the time bought me one of the Williams-Sonoma torches
Oh, I love it.
again. But whenever I talk about making lemon meringue pie, his eyes light up in hopes.
In hopes that he'll be needed.
Yes.
I
That's
love
great.
it.
I love that story. I love it.
That's great.
Well, I have never had a blowtorch,
No.
but I have to tell you, I have coveted a blowtorch. Right? One of those Williams-Sonoma things.
You mean a cooking torch like from Williams-Sonoma?
Yeah.
Because I want to make creme brulee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is my favorite. Like whenever I'm at a restaurant, you know, back in the old days, and creme brulee was on the menu, I had to order it.
I love it too.
Me too.
So good.
Yeah.
Low cal.
Low
Yeah.
cap.
No cal, Susan.
Nothing.
Yeah, no cal.
So we're gonna, and if I do lemon meringue pie, I can also do the lemon blueberry pie, which is it's the same filling,
Yes.
just with blueberries on top.